What if I told you there was a single musical note that held the power to change your world? Imagine a sound so pure, so fundamental that it resonates with the very core of life itself. This isn't a fantasy, it is a reality that ancient cultures are rediscovering, and modern pioneers are too. This special sound is a frequency of vibration measured at 528 Hertz. Many people call it the miracle tone. Many call it the love frequency. They believe it can repair your DNA. They believe it can bring peace to your mind. Why is 528 Hertz called the God frequency? The name itself is powerful, suggesting a direct link to the divine creator of the universe. This isn't a name that was chosen lightly. It comes from deep historical and mathematical roots. Theologians and researchers, myself included, have pointed to ancient texts and numerical codes that highlight the significance of this specific vibration. It is believed to be the central frequency in a set of sacred tones known as the original solfeggio scale. These were the notes used in beautiful and powerful Gregorian chants, which were said to impart spiritual blessings when sung in harmony. The note Mi on this ancient scale was tuned to 528 Hertz. The term Mi was short for Mira Gestorum, a Latin phrase meaning miracle. This is no coincidence. The monks who chanted these notes knew of their power. This frequency is also referred to as the Key of David. King David was not only a king, but also a musician who played the harp to soothe the soul and connect with God. It is believed that his sacred instrument was tuned to this powerful frequency. When you look at the geometry of nature, the spiral of a seashell, the pattern of a sunflower's seeds, you find these divine proportions. Many brave voices have spoken out to share the truth about the power of 528 Hertz. These are not just musicians, but doctors, scientists, and spiritual leaders who have seen the evidence for themselves. I, Dr. Leonard Horowitz, have been one of the most vocal proponents. In my book, The Book of 528, Prosperity Key of Love, I present extensive research linking this frequency to ancient history, mathematics, and modern biophysics. I have shown how this miracle tone is fundamental to everything from the color of grass. Chlorophyll vibrates at 528 Hertz. Another important figure is Dr. Joseph Puleo, a naturopathic physician who rediscovered the solfeggio frequencies through a deep study of the Bible. He found a pattern in the Book of Numbers that revealed the 6 frequencies of the original solfeggio scale. He shared his findings with me, and together we began to unlock the secrets of these powerful tones. Musicians like John Lennon, though perhaps unknowingly, used this frequency in their work. Some analyses suggest Imagine was composed with a tuning close to 528 Hertz. Today, countless sound healers, therapists, and meditation guides around the world use 528 Hertz in their practices. Their collective voice adds to the growing mountain of anecdotal evidence. They are telling the world that we have a simple and powerful way to heal ourselves and our planet. When we bring the extraordinary claims about 528 Hertz into the world of mainstream science, the conversation becomes very interesting. Skeptics are quick to ask for double-blind, peer-reviewed studies. The truth is, research on the DNA repair capabilities of 528 Hertz is still in its early stages. For example, a 2018 study in the Journal of Addiction Research and Therapy investigated 528 Hertz sound on cells. Researchers exposed cells to ethanol to cause damage. When those cells were then exposed to 528 Hertz sound, cell viability rose about 20%, and reactive oxygen species were reduced. A 2019 Japanese study in the American Journal of Health Promotion examined endocrine and autonomic responses to 528 Hertz music. After 5 minutes of 528 Hertz exposure, cortisol levels dropped significantly. They also showed increased oxytocin, the love hormone linked to social bonding. While mainstream science may be slow to embrace DNA repair via sound, the existing research points clearly in one direction. These studies show 528 Hertz is not just a placebo. It has measurable positive effects on biology. It reduces stress, calms the nervous system, and may protect cells from damage. As more independent researchers explore this field, we can expect more compelling evidence. Science is a process of discovery, and it is beginning to catch up with ancient wisdom. Beyond the laboratory and the ancient texts, the most powerful proof comes from the people themselves. All around the world, individuals are sharing their incredible stories of transformation. One widely shared story involves a woman from Canada who suffered from a persistent and painful nerve condition in her jaw. After months of trying conventional treatments with no success, she was desperate. A friend recommended she try listening to 528 Hz music daily. Within 2 weeks, she reported a dramatic reduction in her pain. After a month, the pain was completely gone. Another account comes from a group of veterans in a PTSD support program in California. The program incorporated 528 Hz sound baths into weekly therapy sessions. They reported significant improvements, reduced hypervigilance, better sleep, and calmer social interaction. These stories, thousands more shared online, form a powerful wave of grassroots evidence. For the people touched by this frequency, the healing is very real. It is the human experience validating the divine mathematics of the miracle tone. To truly understand the power of 528 Hz, we must first appreciate how deeply sound affects our minds and bodies every single day. Sound is not something we just hear with our ears. It is a physical vibration that travels through the air and penetrates our entire being. Every cell in your body is a resonator capable of responding to external frequencies. When you stand next to a loudspeaker at a concert, you don't just hear the music, you feel the bass vibrating in your chest. This is sympathetic resonance. Your body is literally tuning itself to the frequencies in its environment. Your brain operates using its own electrical frequencies, beta, alpha, theta, delta. Listening to specific sound frequencies can guide your brain into different states. This is called brainwave entrainment. Vibrations can affect your heart rate, blood pressure, and breathing. A sudden loud noise triggers fight or flight. Gentle, harmonious sound activates the parasympathetic nervous system. This is why lullabies soothe babies. Predictable frequencies signal safety, allowing the body to relax and repair. Therefore, the idea that a specific frequency like 528 Hz could have a targeted healing effect is not a leap of faith. It is a logical extension of what we know about sound's influence on biology. Sound is a powerful tool for modulating your mental and emotional state. By consciously choosing the sounds we expose ourselves to, we can shape our well-being. The conversation around 528 Hz is filled with passion. It naturally creates a divide. Skeptics argue claims of DNA repair are scientifically unfounded. There are no large-scale, double-blind clinical trials in top-tier journals. From their perspective, reported benefits are likely placebo. The power of belief can trigger real physiological changes. On the other side, believers point to personal experience, historical research, and emerging science. Existing studies show reduced cortisol and cellular protection, data that cannot be ignored. The debate is about two worldviews. One demands rigorous material proof, the other embraces consciousness and holistic healing. The medical pharmaceutical complex has strong financial incentives. Why fund research you can't patent and profit from? The absence of mainstream proof is not proof of absence. Thousands of personal stories act like crowdsourced data. If 528 Hz helps people activate inner healing, does the name matter? Approach this as a scientist, a spiritual seeker, or a curious individual. The debate continues, but the search for truth is ongoing. The 528 Hz frequency is not a standalone phenomenon. It is the heart of a much larger, ancient system of music, known as the original solfeggio scale. 396 Hz ut, liberating guilt and fear. 417 Hz re, facilitating change and clearing trauma. 528 Hz mi, the frequency of miracles and love, used for DNA repair. 639 Hz fa, improving relationships. 741 Hz soul, awakening intuition. 852 Hz la, returning to spiritual order. Dr. Joseph Puleo was instrumental in rediscovering these frequencies through his analysis of the Bible. Each tone was believed to have a specific spiritual and physical benefit, working together as a complete system for healing. Each frequency has a unique purpose. The power of these frequencies was believed to be so immense that they were intentionally lost or hidden by the church centuries ago. By altering tuning to modern standards, humanity was cut off from this vibrational power until its rediscovery. Today you can find music composed using the full solfeggio scale. We have journeyed through history, science, and personal stories, all pointing to the profound power hidden within 528 Hz. We have seen why it is called the God frequency, a tone of miracles and love that resonates with the core of creation. Be curious. Be brave enough to experiment for yourself. Go online, search for 528 Hz music. You'll find countless hours of free tones. Find a quiet space, put on headphones, close your eyes, and just listen. Pay attention to how you feel, your body, your thoughts, your emotions. This is active participation in your well-being. Share what you find. Have conversations. Discuss the debate. Approach this as a scientist, a spiritual seeker, or a curious individual. The exploration of sound is an exciting frontier. Health is more than absence of disease, it's perfect, harmonious resonance. The music of the universe plays all around you. The miracle tone of 528 Hz is a key, a gift waiting for you. Do not let this moment pass. Listen, feel, be transformed.